Peters comes into the game batting .226 with 3 RBIs and 6 runs in their 11 games played. And it's in their first strike. Taylor, on the other hand, started 2 games. He's got 11.74 strikeouts per game. The batting average against him is .214. He's got an ERA of 3.24, and there's a fly ball to center field. Caught, and that wraps up the top of the first here at Amherst. And we're back. On the mound for Springfield is Jack Weinberger, 6'4" right-handed pitcher out of Sunapee, New Hampshire. He's got an ERA of 21.21, which isn't too good, but don't let that fool you. He's only pitched 4.2 innings, so that statistic is very misleading. Jack is out of Sunapee, New Hampshire, which is a beautiful, beautiful spot in New Hampshire. I've got an aunt and uncle who are fortunate enough to have a home there. Unbelievable lake, great winter, so wonder if Jack is a good water skier or something like that. I'm sure he's pretty adept at most lake sports, as he is baseball, with a nice pitch in there for a strike. At bat for Amherst is Max Steinhorn, a sophomore out of Bethesda, Maryland, batting .353 with 7 RBIs, 10 runs, and 5 stolen bases through 11 games. Not only can the guy hit, but he's also pretty fast as well. Nice pitch there by Weinberger, in for a strike. And a fly ball, looking like it's going to be caught. A bunch of Springfield players around it. And a nice catch right there by Matt Fraioli. Put one away for Amherst. Another sophomore up at the plate, this time for Amherst College, R.L. Kenny, out of Chula Vista, California, batting .408 with 9 runs, 9 RBIs, and 3 stolen bases. Just another member of this sophomore class is real strong for Amherst College. And that was in there for a ball. And a nice pitch there by Weinberger, in for a strike. 2-1 the count. And another strike by Weinberger. Two the count. And we got full count here. And foul tip. And Kenny will take the walk. And Roberson up for the Jeffs. Great choice of walkout song, if I do say so myself. Big fan of El Chapo. Roberson's batting .340. He's got 10 runs, 9 RBIs, 2 stolen bases through 11 games. And let's see what he can do here with one man on. 1-0 the count. Now I say Amherst College, mainly because I cannot say the mascot to which Amherst College formerly had. There's been a lot of controversy on campus surrounding, let's call it the Lord Jeffs. You know, a lot of people, myself included, happy to see the mascot go, but now we're in this kind of awkward limbo period where we're mascotless, and especially for sporting events. It comes a little awkward. I guess naturally we turn to our colors of purple and white, but, you know, as an athlete myself, and I guess speaking on behalf of athletes, kind of hope that we get a mascot sometime soon. A lot of really great candidates out there, from the Trailblazers to the Moose, so hopefully we see a new mascot sometime soon. And the pitcher just checking on Kenny there on first base. Nice slide by Kenny to remain safe. And 3-0 the count here. Roberson taking a large lead at first. Three and one. Oof. As some might interpret as a high strike there for Robertson. And it's crushed by Robertson, but not far enough back at the wall is Springfield. And a nice contact by Robertson, but unfortunately it yields nothing.
Now batting number 7, Yanni Thanopoulos.
And Yanni Thanopoulos up at plate for Amherst. Let It Go by Frozen, his walk-up song. A fantastic animated film. You got to say that Disney has been putting out a lot of great films recently, from Big Hero 6 to Frozen included. Yanni's one of the star players for Amherst, batting .365 this year. He's got 12 RBIs, 9 runs, and is part of an outfield trio for Amherst that is really leading the team. Yanni, along with Anthony Espina and Ariel Kenny, are, as of March 22nd, were combined hitting a percentage of .371. Just unbelievable stuff. Great production from the Amherst outfield, really leading Amherst College. And tip right there, down to the count, 0-2. And a foul by Yanni. Count remains 0-2. And a nice hit there by Yanni, but unfortunately he won't get to first base. And that wraps up the first inning here at Amherst College. Score remains 0-0.
Springfield College, number 34, Brandon Drabinski.
And Taylor back on the mound for the Jeffs as we get into the heart of the Pride lineup. Drabinski up for Springfield. And fouled away to even the count up at 1-1. Drabinski is a freshman out of Lisbon, Connecticut, batting .294, 11 RBIs, 9 runs through 10 games. You got to say the state of Connecticut in general, especially as athletics is concerned, is produce a lot of good talent. Drabinski being the latest in a long line of Connecticut guys, underappreciated state, producing a lot of solid talent. And Drabinski is out there. One out for Amherst. Up now for the Pride is number 8, Peter Marciano, out of Allentown, New Jersey, batting .289, 5 RBIs, 7 runs, and out. Close, but he is out, folks. And 2 away quick for the Jeffs. Taylor looking very strong.
Now up for Springfield, number 13, Mike Jamieson.
And Jameson up for the Pride. That one's low. 1-0. Nice pitch there by Wilson Taylor. Right down the middle for a strike. And this one's dribbled off the bat to the third baseman. Nice play right there. And that will wrap up the top of the second. at Amherst College for this is NSN Sports, and we're back here at Amherst College for the bottom of the second inning for this matchup between the Springfield College Pride and Amherst College. Sam Ellenwood up at bat for Amherst, sophomore infielder, who has a taste for country music, judging by his walk-up song. Ellenwood's having himself a great season so far, batting .354 with 8 RBIs and 9 runs through 11 games for Amherst. And that one's in there. Nice pitch by Weinberger for a strike. And up the third baseline is a fair foul. And it's a foul ball. Nice contact, though, by Ellenwood. Drove by Ellenwood to the third baseman. Mike Jamieson makes a play for the Pride. And we got Gunn up for Amherst. Gunn, a senior out of Kingsport, Tennessee. Long way away from Western Mass, but we're sure glad he found his way here. Batting .273 through 11 games, 3 RBIs, 5 runs. And that one's down in the dirt for a ball. Now you'll notice here that Amherst is fortunate enough to have a newly renovated baseball field. A ton of construction's actually been taking place at the college recently, from everything from 4 new dorms going up to a science center that's been much anticipated. Unfortunately, the class of 2017 and 2018 will not be able to use it, but the classes of 2016 and 2015 will be enjoying one of the nicest science centers around. But for now, we're just happy we got a beautiful baseball field. And Gunn up in the count here, 3-0. Good eye there by Gunn will take the walk. One man on for Amherst. Spina up for the Jeffs. A little confusion there over the walkout song. Had Jesus Walks by Kanye West, then immediately goes to Heads Will Roll. Both great songs. A little different taste in music there, but anywho, we got it all figured out here. Espina batting .348 with 4 RBIs and 14 runs for Amherst. He's a junior out of Brooklyn, New York, from Berkeley Carroll High School. Nice pitch there by Weinberger. In for a strike. 0-2's the count. A swing and a miss. Another good pitch by Weinberger. And that is a strikeout, folks. Up now is number 33, Dave Cunningham, the multi-sport athlete, a fantastic hockey goalie, coming out to one of the Amherst College hockey team's favorite songs, their goal song, Monmouth. Cunningham's batting .333 through 9 games with 7 RBIs and 6 runs. Let's see what he can do here. And it goes to second. Close play, but he's out. Nice try there by Gunn, but great defense by the Pride. This is NSN Sports. We'll be back in a moment. And we're back here. Nick DeLuke up at back for the Pride here at the bottom of the lineup. DeLuke, a sophomore from Belchertown, Massachusetts, batting .286, 3 RBIs, and 1 run. Takes a ball right there. And a nice pitch there by Taylor. In for a strike. Solid contact up the first baseline, and is it fair foul? It's foul. Nice pitch. Fumble, but then beautifully recovered by Gunn to Cunningham for the out at first. Colin King up for the Pride, batting .390, 4 RBIs, 6 runs through 13 games. And takes a ball right there. 1-0. Nice pitch there by Taylor, but a little high for another ball. And 3-0's a count. Nice pitch there to get the count back to 3-1. And that's 1 man on base for the Pride. 1 out here, top of the 3rd. And we're back to the top of the Springfield order. Evan Moore back up. High pitch. Nice job to be ready by Gunn. Looking to nab King at first, but King smartly returns right back. And Taylor just checking on King right there. Taking a little bit too far of a lead if you ask me, but that's exactly why Taylor threw it. King nice to recover though. And Gunn right out to say a little something to his freshman pitcher. senior to freshman exchange. Great leadership there by Gunn. And he's stealing. Going with the throw, a little low. And King is safe at second. And solid contact made there. It's going to go through for a single. And they'll hold up King at home. Nice defense by Amherst to keep him there. Or hold up King at third, rather. But men on the corners for the Pride. Matt Frioli back up. And that one's crushed into center field. Oh! And that's one in for Springfield. A little miscommunication in the outfield there by Amherst, but take nothing away from Springfield. That was a beautifully hit ball. Scores one for the Pride. And the freshman Taylor here has got himself in a little bit of a situation. Conference in at the mound. Man on second and third with one out. Nice recovery there by Gunn. 1-0's the count. And we got George Long starting to warm up for Amherst. And Taylor's behind in the count. 3-0. And bases loaded here for the Pride. Still only one out in the top of the third. Up for Springfield is number 9, J.P. Peters. A nice pitch there by Taylor, but it goes for a ball. That was foul away by Peters. Ooh, tough spot to park your car there, person driving the Subaru. Actually clocked it right on the roof. Got real lucky there, didn't hit a window. You always wonder what the likelihood of one of those cars parked right next to the field of getting hit is. Not high, but for that small percentage chance, ruining your day, it's not too nice. And a nice single there, but a good defensive play. Let's see if Amherst can turn the double. No! And another run scores for the Pride.
Now batting number 34, Brandon Durbinski.
Did they get one guy out or they get two? They got the guy going to second out, right? And Brandon Jabinski back up at the plate for Springfield. One man on, one out. 2 runs scored in the inning. And that one's high for another ball. And this one's dribbled up the third base line. And unfortunately, Amherst can't get him out. Runner advances to third. A little slide, but he'll deal with that. I'd rather be safe and slip than be out and standing up. And my mistake there, 2 runs scored for Springfield, putting the score at 3-0.
Now batting number 8, Peter Marsicano.
And number 8, Pete Marsicano, back up for Springfield. The catcher. It's a nice pitch there by Wilson Taylor. Men on the corners, 1 out. Ooh, tough one. Looks like Pete got himself hitting the shin right there, but doesn't matter. That's still a strike. And give Pete a little time to recover here. Those tend to sting a little bit, but he's a tough guy. He walks it up, just back up to the plate. Count's still 0-2. And it's flied into center field. Looks like it's going to be easily handled, and it is. Nice inning for Springfield as they get 3, but Amherst still is very potent offensively and likely to put some runs up pretty soon. And Cunningham up at the plate for Amherst, a senior year that hopefully can get something kicked off. And we still got Long continuing to warm up. Solid right-hand pitcher there. And I'll take the ball. 1-0. A nice pitch there by Weinberger, in for a strike. Looks like Long has put his jacket back on here. We'll keep you updated on that development. Now, even though Springfield did get 3 runs that last inning, Taylor's still looking pretty strong on the mound for Amherst. And another one down. Cunningham ahead in the count, 3-1. And foul tip, 3-2. Ooh, another foul tip. That one skied right over the protective fence. Wonder if that one lands, but count remains 3-2. And we'll take that any day. 1 man on for Amherst. No outs here in the bottom of the 3rd. Jonathan Ramirez up for Amherst. And a nice pitch there by Weinberger for a strike. Ooh, a bunt. Let's see what Weinberger can do. Picks it up. Ramirez is out at first, but runner Cunningham does advance to second. It's a nice sacrifice bunt there by Ramirez to get Cunningham on second base. Now we get back to the top of the Amherst lineup with Steinhorn, Max Steinhorn, up at bat, the sophomore. Steinhorn going for the bunt there. That one's high. Had to duck, actually. Get out of the way of that one, but count remains 1-0. And a tip, 1-1. A little bit of banter there going on between Aaron Toomey and one of the men's hockey assistant coaches. Baseball gets a ton of support here around campus, and it's nice to see some of the assistant coaches come out. might jaw a little bit about who's better than I am basketball, but either way, they're out here supporting the baseball team, which is great to see. And counts at 2-2. That one's tipped. Where will it land? Ooh, an unknowing spectator on his phone. A couple feet away from that one. Pick your head up, sir. Almost got hit. Count remains 2-2. A good at bat here by Steinhorn. Still 2-2. And Weinberger goes back to check on Cunningham, who had just a small lead, but he's quick anyways. He gets back to second base, no problem. He's safe. Steinhorn really working Weinberger here. Nice long at bat for Amherst. And that one's high and away. Full count. Quite the at bat here by Steinhorn. Count remains full. And a nice hit by Steinhorn. Cunningham back to first. Second in the throw at first is a good one. Steinhorn out, but a nice at bat though. Cunningham remains at second.
Now batting number 30,
And Ariel Kenny up for Amherst. And that one's down for a ball. Kenny, a sophomore all the way from Chula Vista, California, product of St. Augustine High School out there, and it's a swing and a miss. Counts 1-1. And just checking on Cunningham there. He's back, no problem. Counts 2-1. Springfield still keeping an eye on Cunningham there at second. really starting to take a lead there, as he should with 2 outs. Full count here for Kenny. And the pitch is in. Kenny will take the walk. 2-man on for Amherst. 2 outs in the bottom of the 3rd. Score is 3-0 Pride. And up at the plate is the man with the best walkout song, Robertson for Amherst. 2 men on. Let's see what he can do. He's only pitched 4 innings, so his ERAs and all of his stats are kind of weird. That one's in for a strike. Weinberger having a nice 3 innings here. Hard to get a read on how good he actually was coming into the game, given that he's only pitched 4 innings. With that, though, he's looking really strong here today against Amherst. And that one is just hammered into center field. Will it be caught, though? Yes, it is. And we're going to take another break. This is NSN Sports. And top of the 4th here at Amherst, Mike Jamieson back up for Springfield, still holding that 3-0 lead, trying to improve on it here in the 4th. Taylor's still on the mound for Amherst. That's a nice pitch right there, even the count up with 1s. And that one's in there for a strike, 1-2. So that one get a B in regulation. Ooh, wow, that was close. Just on the other side of the fence there. Gun unfortunately couldn't get to it. But nice effort nonetheless. Getting a little windy here in Amherst, as it tends to this time of year in Western Mass, where it gets really nice for a couple hours in the middle of the day, then starts to remind you that winter was not so far in the distant past, around 6 or 7 o'clock. It was still a beautiful day for baseball. That one's down in the dirt, actually bounced before home plate. 2-2 here for Jameson. That one's fouled off. Still 2-2. Long looks like he's getting ready to go here for Amherst. We'll see if he gets into the game anytime soon. That was high for Taylor. Full count here for Jameson. That one's in there. A beautiful pitch. Big time strikeout by the freshman to put one away for Amherst.
Now batting for Springfield, number 29, Nick DeLuke.
And DeLuke up here for the Pride. And Taylor continuing his nice streak of pitches for a strike there. And another strike. Now it's pronounced DeLuke, but the coach spells it D-E or L-E-D-S-C on the score sheet. Now maybe he was being lazy or I'm pronouncing it wrong or whatever. A little funny there in the spelling, but cool name nonetheless. And that one's in the dirt. Nice play by Gunn. Looks like we'll get him at first, and Amherst does. 2 outs here in the top of the 4th at Amherst. Now up for Springfield, number 2, Colin King. Here at the bottom of the order, Colin King is actually having himself a great season. To remind you, he's batting .390 with 4 RBIs, 6 runs, and 4 stolen bases. Also watch out if he gets on base here, especially with 2 outs. And that one's a little short from Taylor. He's had a couple of those, but he's also mixing in some real nice strikes. Ooh. And Colin will just take one right to the arm for the base. Ran down the line like it was no big deal, but now he's starting to feel it a little bit. You hope he's got a pad there or something. That was a pretty solid pitch by Taylor. You also hope Colin's okay. It looks like he's fine. Walking it off right now. Well, that puts 1 man on for Springfield. And that one's in the dirt for a ball. Also got a pitcher starting to warm up for Springfield. A little far away, can't get his number for you, but I'll try my best. And that one's in for a ball. Counts 2-0. And the runner goes. Throw by Gunn. It's a good one, but Colin King's got some wheels, and he gets to second. It's his 5th stolen base of the season there for King. And we're back at the top of the order for the Pride. Evan Moore up with 1 man on, 2 outs. And he'll take that strike. Got to watch out for King here on second. He was looking pretty good there, moving from first to second, and see if maybe he can get his hands on third. And that's a foul tip for a strike. Is that a swing or not? Umpire calls it a strike, and that's the end of the inning. Nice recovery there by Taylor. Solid pitching. Get the Jeffs out of that one. And now we go into the bottom of the fourth. And we're back, bottom of the fourth here at Amherst. Yanni Thanopoulos, a.k.a. the Greek Freak, a.k.a. Yanni Thanopoulos. At bat. Shout out to Brady Holding for the sunglasses here. Baseball is indeed an outdoor sport, and that one's crushed really high. No shades, no problem for the Springfield outfielder. And that's one away for Weinberger.
Now batting number 8, Sam Ellerwood.
Nice play there by DeLuke to get Yanni out. And up for Amherst is number 8, Sam Elmwood. And he'll take that ball. Ellenwood, a sophomore out of Stamford, Connecticut. Went to Staples High School, however. Member of the Fairfield County Interscholastic Athletic Conference. Includes the likes of some great schools such as Ridgefield High School, but I wouldn't be biased in any way. And the count's 3-1 here for Ellenwood. And that one's high. Ellenwood will take the walk. 1 on, 1 out for Amherst. Back at the plate is number 18, the senior Connor Gunn. Foul tipped away onto the stairs by Gunn. That one's well wide by Weinberger. Potentially concerned with Ellenwood on first. Even the count up at 1. And that one's in the dirt. Ellenwood's got himself in a bind, but manages to make a nice recovery there. And he remains safe. Nice throw there by Marciano, but just unfortunately bobbled by the first baseman, Drabinski. And Drabinski holds on to this one, but Ellenwood is still safe at first. I've been told he's got some wheels, and Weinberger is acting as such, as Ellenwood takes another pretty big lead there at first. Fly ball by Gunn, and the Springfield outfielder DeLuke cannot get to it. Still, we got a full count here in the bottom of the 4th. And that one's high and away for a ball. Gunn will take the walk. 2 men on base for Amherst. Still 1 out here. And Anthony Spina up for Amherst. Spina walks out to the plate to the tune of Jesus Walks by Kanye. And that one's really popped up there by Spina. Can they get under it? No! Unfortunately, that leaves 1 man out at third. There's a little confusion, and that's the inning. And we're back, top 5 here at Amherst. Amherst College bumping some 5 hours to get them fired up. Hopefully that works for Amherst defensively. I know I'm fired up. And that one's popped up real high. What a nice catch there by Sam Elmwood. One down on one pitch for Taylor.
Now batting, number 12, Corey Wilcox.
And Corey Wilcox back up at the plate for the Pride. And he'll take a strike there looking. 0-1. And Wilson will take another one, look at 0-2. And some nice contact there. But an even better throw and catch. Solid throw by Roberson. Gobbled up well by Cunningham. And that's 2 down quickly here for Amherst. J.P. Peters back up for Springfield. Long continuing to warm up for Amherst, probably going in an inning or two. We'll see. But Taylor is looking good right now. It's another strike. Swing and a miss, 0-2. And solid contact there by J.P. Peters, but gobbled up by the Amherst defense. A nice inning there by Amherst defensively. Springfield still maintains their 3-0 lead, and as we head into the bottom of the 5th. And bottom 5 here at Amherst, we actually have a pitching change for the Pride. Into the game is number 6, Fletcher Comet, a freshman out of Westbrook, Connecticut. Unfortunately, Comet, not too much of a body of work so far early in the season. 2 innings pitched, 4 hits, 6 runs for Comet. Now, according to those statistics, Cunningham will probably get a hit here. We'll see what happens. Make some nice contact. That one's fouled away into the bullpen. And that's a ball putting the count at 2-1. Little things that don't go noticed. Chris Baldy right there. Some fantastic effort to go track down that foul ball. Kid may be a pitcher, but he's got some wheels. And that one's in there for another strike. Counts back at 2-2. Yeah, that one's down in the dirt. And we got a full count here. Cunningham, a senior, also a member of the Amherst men's hockey team, which had some great success over the last 2 seasons. Unfortunately, this year they lost in the championship of the NESCAC tournament. Last year they won the NESCAC tournament and advanced all the way to the Final Four. And there's a nice hit by Cunningham into center field. Will he turn 2? No, he'll stay at first. That's a great start here for Amherst in the bottom of the 5th. And Ramirez back up at bat for Amherst. Now Ramirez a little mix-up first couple times with the walkout song, but last 2 times has been country, so I think it's fair to say that John Ramirez is a big fan of country music. And he'll take that strike. Counts out 1. Cunningham thought the ball was coming. Took the safe approach, slid back into first base. He's taking a sizable lead here. Still no outs, bottom of the 5th. That was fouled back by Ramirez. That net's getting a lot of use today. And a big-time strikeout there by the freshman, Walters. Steinhorn back up at bat for the Jeffs. They return to the top of their order. And that was crushed into center field. Nice line drive single there. Cunningham will advance to second on the play. Tough start here for a comment, but let's see if he can get his feet back under him here. And Ariel Kenny up at bat for Amherst. Purple and white with 2 men on base right here. And that one's high for a ball. And another ball. And Kenny does a nice job of getting himself up in the count, 3-0. And that's a strike. 3-1. And first inning in, Common's got himself in a little bit of a bind here. Bases loaded. 1 out for the freshman. Now up for Amherst, number 4, the sophomore, Harry Robertson. Let's see what El Chapo can do right here. Got a great opportunity to drive in some runs here for Amherst. And Springfield, a little conference there at the pitching mound. Amherst with a great opportunity to score, but Springfield with a similar opportunity to maintain their 3-0 lead over the purple and white. And that one's high for a ball. Nice pitch there by Comet for a strike, 1-1. El Chapo, will it land? No, it won't, but that won't matter. Cunningham tags up the throw. Not in time. A nice ribby there for El Chapo, and Cunningham scores. Pull one back for Amherst. Now 3-1. Now batting number 7, Yanni Thanopoulos. And that one's high for a ball. 1-0. Springfield with a little infield shift here. The first baseman off the first base bag. Allowing the runner to take a substantial lead here, but and they call that one a ball. Counts 3-0. Actually, change that to a strike. Bring it back to 2-1. And a tip for the junior. Even the count up at 2s. And a great pitch there by Comet to get him out of a little bit of a jam. Yanni swings and misses. Amherst does get one back in the inning, however, and we'll take a break as we head into the 6th. And we got a pitching change here for Amherst. Into the game is number 32, George Long, a 6'4" junior out of Newton, Pennsylvania, product of the George School. Long has only pitched 2.2 innings this year, but he's done just about as well as you could do in that time span, with an ERA of 0 and 2 strikeouts. So if you're an Amherst fan, hopefully Long can continue in that same statistical vein. Up at bat for Springfield is number 34, Brandon Drabinski. And Long comes in for the freshman Taylor, who, despite letting up 3 runs, pitched very well. And that one there is in the dirt. Even the count up at 2s. And that one's a nice line drive right up the middle for Drabinski. Not much you can do about that defensively. 1 on for the Pride.
Now batting, number 8, Peter Marsicano.
And number 8, Peter Marsicano, back up for Springfield. And he tries to bunt, but Long hits Marsicano, and Marsicano will advance to first. Second Springfield player hit by an Amherst pitch today.
Now batting, number 13, Mike Jamieson.
Up at bat for Springfield is number 13, Mike Jamieson. He's got no outs and 2 men on. That's a nice pitch there from Long. Goes for a strike, and we're back in that part of the Springfield order that gave Amherst some trouble back in the 3rd inning, in which Springfield scored 3 runs. And that goes for a ball. 1-1. And that one's crushed by Jamieson, but very easily handled and caught by Ramirez out in left field. And DeLuke back up at bat for Springfield. Good pitch there by Long. A little disagreement maybe from the Amherst coaching staff, but that will go for a ball. And DeLuke makes contact. Cunningham with a nice play at first. Can he turn 2? No. 1 runner advances for the Pride. Still a nice effort there by Cunningham to run back to first base. At least get 1 out there.
Now batting, number 1, Billy Peterson.
And number 1, Billy Peterson, into the game for the first time today for Springfield. See if we can take advantage of the situation with 2 runners in scoring position. That one's in the dirt by Long, but we'll just go for a ball. Billy Peterson's a senior out of West Wareham, Massachusetts. Double major in communications and sports journalism. He's batting .310 with 5 RBIs, 9 runs, and 3 stolen bases through 14 games. And count goes to 2-1. And Long finds himself a little behind the count here, 3-1. Still 2 runners in scoring positions, 2 outs in the top of the 6th. And the bases are loaded here for Springfield.
Now batting number 16, Evan Moore.
And Evan Moore back up at bat for Springfield. See if he can capitalize on this bases loaded situation. Nice pitch by Long right up the middle. 0-1. And Long throws in another strike. Long trying to see if he could get Moore to bite on that one. Moore doesn't fall for the trick. That one goes for a ball. Moore thought about it there, but instead he decided to pull that swing back and counts even at 2-2. And we got a full count here, folks. Big pitch here for the junior Long coming up. Let's see what he can do. Get himself out of this jam. Ideally, if you're an Amherst fan, if you're a Springfield fan, potentially capitalize on a big situation here. The runner's already going, and that one is in for a big-time strike from Long. Had himself in a little bit of a bind there. His first inning introduced, but shows why he's a good pitcher and gets himself right out of it. And this is NSN Sports. We're going to take a quick break. And Ellenwood back up at bat for the purple and white. And I'll take one right there for a strike. Nice contact there made by Ellenwood, but unfortunately that's way foul down the third base line. Put him down at 0-2. And count even at 2s. And a nice pitch there. Strike Ellenwood out.
Now up for Amherst, number 18, Connor Gunn.
And Gunn back up at the plate for Amherst. First time today facing Comment. And first pitch fouled away by Gunn. And that one's a little wide by Comment. 2-1's count. A nice pitch by Comment and a swing by Gunn. Goes for a strike. Even it up at 2s. And solid contact made there by Gunn. Will it fall? Yes, it will. Gunn rounds first, goes to second, and it looks like that's a solid double there for the senior from Tennessee, Connor Gunn.
Now batting, number 16, Anthony Spina.
And Spina walks out, claim his spot in the batter's box. See if he can help his teammate Connor Gunn get home. Amherst still down 2 runs. And that one's a little high for a ball. And another consecutive high pitch by Comment. 2 balls, no strikes. Gunn taking a little bit of a lead there at second. Not quite a Cunningham-sized lead, but sizable enough one. And that's another ball for Comment. Gets a little behind on the count here. 3-0. And Comment recovers nicely with a strike. Gets Spina, the designated hitter, looking. And so close, but so far for Spina. Just tips that one off. Brings us to a full count. And another tip. That one's headed for a construction file. I don't know if we'll get that ball back, but doesn't matter. Count remains full. And a ball by coming to Cinspina walking to first. 2 on for the purple and white. And Cunningham back at the plate for Amherst. Last time up he scored a run. See if he can do a little more of the same here. And Dave gets a little under that one there. 3 Springfield players converge. Are they all right? Did they catch it? He is apparently not. Cunningham is safe. A little unconventional, an error by Springfield, but Cunningham will take it. Bases loaded, 1 out for Amherst. And up at bat for Amherst. Bases loaded, 1 out. Jonathan Ramirez. And a little break here as Springfield holds up at what could be the turning point of this game. Either Springfield gain a ton of momentum here from a defensive stop, or Amherst has the opportunity to really score some runs here and potentially take the lead or tie it up. And there's a new pitcher in the game for Springfield. Number 10, Mitchell Goldman comes on to relieve Fletcher Comment. Goldman, a junior from Uxbridge, Massachusetts. He's appeared 4 times this year for the Pride. He's got 2 saves in 5 innings pitched with a 3.18 ERA and 2 strikeouts. Goldman is a junior, as I mentioned previously, and a physical therapy major. See if he can aid Springfield here and get him out of this inning. And we're back here with Ramirez at the plate. Up against Goldman. And Goldman's first pitch is in for a ball. And a nice pitch by Goldman for a strike. And the pitch in from Goldman in the dirt, putting Ramirez ahead in the count, 2-1. Another that's pitch from Goldman, counts it 2-2. And now it's high. Full count here for Ramirez. Big time pitch coming up here from Goldman. And that will send Connor Gunn walking to home. A little miscue there by Goldman. Brings Amherst to within 1 run. Still 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Up at bat for Amherst is number 1, Max Steinhorn. He's got an opportunity here to help his team tie or take the lead. And that one's in the dirt. Counts even at 1. And tipped away by Steinhorn. You just see Spina there on third base. He's itching to get home. But can Steinhorn help him out? And the pitch from Goldman is crushed by Steinhorn. Way back against the wall. 1 will score. 2 will score for Amherst. A huge play right there by Steinhorn. They're fired up here at Amherst as Amherst College takes the lead thanks to a 2-run double from the sophomore Steinhorn. Big time play by Steinhorn. Just inches away, or rather feet away from potentially being a home run, but he'll take the 2-run double any day of the week as Amherst takes the lead here at Memorial Field. And Kenny up at bat for Amherst with Ramirez on third. And the man of the inning, Steinhorn, on second. That's a nice pitch there by Goldman. But it's a ball. Counts 2-0. And that one's ripped up the third base line, but foul. Counts 2-1. Change-ups in there for a strike. That one's popped up by Kenny. Will a Springfield player be able to get to it? No. The bullpen, newly constructed bullpen, may I add, catches it instead. Two for Kenny. In for a ball, full count. Still 2 on, 1 out. And the bases are loaded again as Roberson steps to the plate for Amherst. Still 1 out here in what's proving to be a decisive inning. And as the Springfield infield chokes up, El Chapo will take the ball. Big time infield shift here by Springfield. And that one's high. Ball goes to third, but no worries. Ramirez gets right back and he remains safe. And that one's in for a strike. We got Ramirez on third. Steinhort on second. Kenny on first as Roberson's at bat. The 2-1 pitch. He's hit. It's dribbled up the first base line. But that will just go as a foul ball. Counts back at 2s. Steinhorn taking a clever angle in his lead on second. As it's popped up, will it drop? It's foul, but an unbelievable catch there.
Now batting number 7, Yanni Fernandez.
So an unbelievable catch right there in foul territory by Springfield to get Roberson. Now Yanni Thanopoulos up for Amherst. Still got the bases loaded. This time he's got 1 more out to deal with. And that's in there for a strike. And he's hit by a pitch as 1 run scores for Amherst. Number 20, Ramirez, in there as Amherst lead blossoms to 5-3. With that, number 8, Sam Ellenwood up at bat for Amherst. See if Ellenwood can add a few more runs to this offensive outbreak by Amherst. And that one's in for a ball. And a nice pitch by Goldman for a strike. Thanopoulos takes a lead at first. A 1-1 for Ellenwood. And a nice pitch. Springfield 1 out away from getting out of this inning here. Amherst still with the bases loaded. That one's in the dirt, 2-2. So Kenny Steinhorn and Thanopoulos on base for Amherst. Ellenwood up at bat. And the 2-2 coming in. Pitch is in and fouled away. As Ellenwood conferences with his coach here in the middle of what is a very nice at bat. Let's see if he can drive a run, possibly 2, maybe 3, and if he's real lucky, even 4 home here for Amherst. And solid contact, but it's foul. Count remains full. Runners go. Catcher hit as 1 run scores for Amherst. That's number 1, Steinhorn, coming in to add to the tally in this impressive 6th inning. And it looks like we've got a pitching change for the Pride as Goldman exits the game after letting up some runs. Coming in for Goldman is number 7, Cam Rivest. 5'7", out of Agawam, Massachusetts. Rivest is a freshman. He's a lefty. And this is his 4th appearance this year. He's pitched 10 innings before allowing only 2 runs on 4 hits. With 9 strikeouts and 7 walks. And the Tennessee native back at bat for Amherst. Coming up against Rivest. Here's the bases are loaded. The pitch is in. Gunn pops it up. Can a Springfield player get under it? Yes. Can he catch it? No. An unfortunate mishap there. That keeps Gunn at bat. Frioli there I mean, trying to make the play. As long still trying to stay warm here in what's proven to be a very long inning. There's a nice recovery there. Gun down in the count, 0-2. And the pitch in. Gun makes some solid contact, but it is gobbled up by J.P. Peters there in the outfield. And that will end the inning as Amherst scores 5 in a huge run to take a 6-3 lead. We'll be back in a little bit. And we're back here as number 32, Matt Frioli rather, leads out the inning for the Pride. Long still on the mound for Amherst as that one goes in for a strike. Another nice pitch and another strike. Counts 0-2. And that one's down for a ball. So it counts 2-2. And full count. And that one goes for a ball. Long walks him, and Frioli advances to first. Now at bat for Springfield's number 12, Corey Wilcox. And nice contact there. Does Amherst turn the double play? They do. Great defensive effort there by Amherst to get Frioli and Wilcox out in the double play. 2 down here for Long. Up at bat for Springfield is number 9, the DH, J.P. Peters. And warming up for Amherst is number 35, the junior Chris Baldy, as that one's well hit to center field by Peters, who rounds first and gets all the way to second base. The throw by Ramirez in time to stop it from getting to third. What a nice hit there by J.P. Peters. What could potentially spark a low pride comeback here. Up now is number 34, Brandon Drabinski, first baseman for the Pride. And that one's in for a strike. 0-1. And contact made down the third base line. What a nice throw right there by Ellenwood. And that ends the top of the 7th inning. Score: Amherst 6, Springfield 3. At the plate for Amherst is number 16, Anthony Spina. And a nice pitch there by Rivas. Goes for a strike. 0-1 to Espina. And that one's popped up. Will someone get under it? No! Springfield really having some issues there in right field, as Spina is able to use his speed to get all the way to second there on that mishap by the Pride.
Now batting number 33, Dave Cunningham.
And Cunningham back at the plate for Amherst. He's got Spina on second. No outs. And that one's in for a strike. And Cunningham checks his swing, but doesn't matter. Goes for a strike anyways. 0-2. And a nice pitch there. Gets Cunningham to strike out.
Now batting number 20, Jonathan Ramirez.
1 out, and Ramirez back up at bat for the purple and white. And that one's a little low, goes for a ball. And tipped away by Ramirez. Counts 1-2. And the check on Spina at second goes through the glove of the second baseman, Evan Moore, but to no avail for Amherst as Spina remains put at second. And the runner goes. Spina easily gets third. Was halfway there before Rivas even started his pitching motion. And by the time the ball got to home plate, Springfield had no chance. And Spina scores standing up on the mishap there from Springfield, extending the Amherst lead to 4. Just a high pitch there, and unfortunately Pete Marciano is not able to get his glove to Rivas' pitch, and as a result Spina just walked in. And now Ramirez takes a walk, goes to first.
Now batting number 1, Max Steinhorn.
And up at the plate for Amherst is number 1, Max Steinhorn, the sophomore. And the pitch in. Max looking for a bunt there, but doesn't get it, and it goes for a strike. And we'll check on Ramirez at first, but he's safe. Rivas' pitch hit right into what could potentially be a double play. Throw a little off right there from Moore. Runner at second is out.
Now batting number 30, Ariel Kenny.
And Kenny up at bat for Amherst. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. And a nice pitch there by Rivard. Goes for a strike. Or sorry, Rivest. And the pitch by Rivest in there for a ball. Ooh. And Rivest with a high pitch hits Kenny right in the shoulder. Kenny shrugs it off and will advance to first.
Now batting number 4, Harry Roberson.
Now batting number 4, Harry Roberson for Amherst. Two on, 2 outs for Harry. And El Chapo makes contact. Looks like it's going a little foul, but it is fair. And Steinhorn will score for Amherst. Roberson advances to first. Kenny to third. And a ball that just dropped right into that gap in right field.
Now batting number 7, Yanni Thanopoulos.
And now at bat for Amherst, Yanni Thanopoulos, who's been a little quiet today. But don't let that fool you. He's likely to heat up at any moment. And Yanni pops one up, and the first baseman, Drabinski, unable to get there for the Pride. And that one is nicely hit by Thanopoulos in a right field. 1 run scores. Another advances to third. I told you don't sleep on Yanni. He was bound to heat up at any moment. He drove in a nice run right there as number 30 Kenny scores. Well, Harry Roberson advances to third. Amherst really finding their stride these last 2 innings. 5 runs last inning, 3 runs this inning. Still 1 man in scoring position here for number 8, Sam Ellenwood. And Rivas trying to get out of this jam right here. Rivas pitch is a good one, goes in for a strike. 1-2's the count. Uh-oh. Yanni's got himself in a pickle here. Can he get out of it? No. Tagged up by the first baseman, Drabinski. And that's the end of the 7th here from Amherst. And into the game for Amherst, a 6'2 freshman from St. Ignatius College Prep all the way out in San Francisco, California, Andrew Ferrero, making his first appearance here for the purple and white, and starts things off well with a nice strike. Follows it up with a ball to Pete Marciano. And another nice pitch from the kid, bringing the count to 1-2. Ooh, 4 pitches, 3 strikes, 1 strikeout. Ferrero starting his Amherst career off well.
Now batting number 24, Joey Gamache.
Up at bat for the first time for Springfield, number 24, Joey Gamache. He pops that one up. Easy catch right there. 2 away quickly for Ferrero. And that's another strike from the man who's already earned himself a nickname as the Kid, Ferrero. That one's fouled away, 0-2. And that one's in there for a ball. 1-2. And another ball for Ferrero. Warming up for purple and white is number 35, the junior, Chris Baldy. And that one's hit well. And Ferrero, his first inning as a college pitcher, turns out pretty well. A perfect inning as we move in to the the bottom of the 8th here at Amherst. And we've got another pitching change here for you. Into the game for Springfield is number 4, Billy Pulowski. The junior out of New York. At bat for the purple and white is number 8, Sam Ellenwood. And Ellenwood makes nice contact. That ball is high, but it's not that far. And another error from Springfield. Duluth cannot make the catch, and what would have been an out turns into an Ellenwood triple. And now at the plate, number 18, Connor Gunn, with a runner in scoring position, no outs, and a chance to add to this 6-run Amherst lead. Warming up for Amherst now is 34, J.R. Anderson, a sophomore out of New Canaan, Connecticut. And Gunn will take the ball. And nice contact by Gunn. It's high and it's far, but it's not far enough. Ellenwood tags up and scores with ease. 10-3 Amherst. Now at the plate for Amherst, number 16, Anthony Spina. And that one's in the dirt from Pulowski. A criminal justice major. That's a nice pitch there. 1-1. And it's another one in the dirt. Moving the count to 2-1. Uh, 3-1 for Spina. In, and Spina makes some nice contact, but it is just foul of the third baseline. 3-2. And that's a nice single there from Spina. 1 on, still no outs for Cunningham. And Cunningham will let that one go by for a ball. And that one's in for a strike. Criminal justice major really locked Cunningham up with that pitch. And Cunningham strikes out. Spina runs to second, but is tagged by Moore, and that is the end of the 8th inning as Amherst leads 10-3. And we got another pitching change. This time for Amherst is number 34, J.R. Anderson, enters the game. The sophomore from New Canaan, Connecticut's making his second appearance of the year. Last time he was out, he allowed a couple runs. And there's a hit from Springfield right there to start things off.
Now at the plate, number 16, Evan Moore.
Now at the plate, number 16, Evan Moore. A little more on Anderson. His last appearance, he pitched 3 innings, allowed 4 hits and 5 runs, bringing his ERA up to 13.5. At the plate for Springfield, number 16, Evan Moore. And that's a nice pitch from Anderson in for the strike. And Moore gets one off JR right there. As a runner advances to third, and Moore remains at first.
Now at the plate, number 32, Matt Fraioli.
Now at the plate for Springfield, number 32, Matt Frioli. The pitch from Anderson's a little high, but guns on top of it. A 1-0 to Fraioli. And that one will count as a strike, 1-1. Goes for a ball, 2-1. And that's a nice hit right there for Fraioli. Has 1 run, scores for Springfield. Another advances to second. Now at the plate for Springfield, number 12, Corey Wilcox. A nice hit there by Fraioli to bring one in for the Pride. They'll need 6 more of those if they want to extend this one here, as the purple and white will have a little conference around Anderson and make sure they get things wrapped up. And the pitch from Anderson is in as Wilcox was looking to bunt. I will go for a ball. And the pitch from Anderson is in for a ball. And that one's hit by Wilcox into center field. as the bases are loaded for Springfield.
J.P. Peters.
Now at the bat for the Pride, J.P. Peters. Anderson really looking for a ground ball here to get himself out of this situation and wrap things up for Amherst. And mishandled by Gunn, but a great recovery. Misses an opportunity to get a man at first right there, but still nice job to prevent a run from coming in there by Connor Gunn. And the 1-0 to Peters. Yeah, nice pitch right there from Anderson for the strike. And the 1-1 from Anderson. And he gets Peters to bite on that one. Nice pitch there from JR. And that one's in the dirt. Gunn does a nice job to get his chest in front of that. 2-2. This is number 35. Chris Baldy continues to warm up, just as some insurance for Amherst. And the pitch in. That one's crushed by Peters all the way, and it goes over the wall. That's a ground ruled double. What a big time play right there for Peters. This one's not over yet. Still 2 men on for the Pride. As number 34, Brandon Drabinski walks to the plate. And it looks like Amherst will make a pitching change right here. J.R. Anderson comes out, and in comes number 35, the junior, Chris Baldy. And coming into the game for Amherst is number 35, Chris Baldy, making his 5th appearance of this season, his 2nd save appearance. Baldy's got a 3.38 ERA and 8 innings pitched, 2 strikeouts. As a starter, he's 1-0. We'll see if he can get 3 outs here for Amherst. And with a 4-1 cushion, bring this one home. And warming up for Amherst is number 17, the junior, Mike Castigle. Just goes by Mike. And Drabinski at the plate for the Pride, facing the Jersey native. And that one's in the dirt. Drabinski up 2-0. And a nice pitch right there from Baldy. Gets Drabinski looking. 2-1. And another pitch from Baldy gets Drabinski to miss. Counts tied at 2. And the pitch from Baldy gets Drabinski to swing. Amherst gets their first out of this inning. Put a halt to that Springfield run. Now at bat for the Pride, number 8, Pete Marsicano, the catcher. And that one's tipped away. And that's another strike. The kid from the Garden State, proving especially tough for Springfield to handle here. And that one's in the dirt. 1-2. Still men on second and third for Springfield in Wilcox and Peters. And that one's tipped, but it's foul. Still 1-2. And the pitch from Baldy is hit well, but is no problem for the Amherst outfield as one run scores for the Pride and the batter advances to second. And number 24, Joey Gamache, up to bat for the Pride. He's only got one out to work with, though, but Springfield's mounted a valiant comeback here in the 9th inning, as what was once a 7-run game is now all the way down to a 3-1 game with one runner in scoring position. And that was tipped away. Amherst 1 strike away from grabbing the win. And the pitch from Baldy, swing and a miss. Gunn throws it to first, and Amherst will get his 10th win of the season. Final score 10-7 Amherst. I'm Jeff Racy, and this has been Nesson. Been a pleasure. Have a good one. Take care. Bye.